where we left off exactly, of course, I just went to get food. Yeah, so hopefully I try to keep all the streams at least an hour and a half-ish. Because if I don't, it takes a long time to upload everything. Yeah. My advisors and I will presently convene to discuss the matters of Doma's defenses. You are welcome to stay, of course. Had you not offered, I would have requested leave to remain. Where the Asians are concerned, not may be left to chance. As ever, we would benefit from your experience. I thank you for coming, Lise. Even if it was an unofficial business, I had hoped there might be time to show you the land you helped to save. But I will settle for a fleeting visit if needs must? Question mark? There never does seem to be enough time for anything, does there? But I did get to see a little of the Enclave. You've made excellent progress, I must say. And soon you'll have the chance to see what we're getting on to till the meeting, then. I was wondering if I might have a word with you before I go, in private. Go on, my friend. I will send for Hakuro and the others in the meantime. Great. I'll wait for you at the docks. Oops. Thanks for coming. Knowing you, you've probably guessed what I wanted to talk about. Alice, she's acting as if everything's alright, but it's clear she's barely coping. The Alice I know is overbearing, willful, and reckless, and that's fine. It's how she deals with feeling weak. She has to keep moving, or she's afraid she'll fall apart. A lot like me. But the thing about people like us is that we need someone to keep an eye on us. I had Papalimo, and now I have my friends in the Resistance. And Alice has you in the Scions. Before you start, I'm not saying you're neglecting her. I'm sure you won't. But she's a good friend. And when I see her like this, I can't help worrying. So please, make sure you give her all the support she needs, alright? Thank you. It goes without saying, but if there's anything I can do, you need only ask. Well, I'd best be off. See you in El Amigo. Hakuro. Oh, that's the wolf. I wasn't sure. Is everything alright with Lise? I won't ask for details. I know you'd tell me if it were important. Ah, there you are, my friend. Everyone has assembled, so let us begin.
If we are to ready ourselves for invasion, we shall need manpower, provisions, and time. all of which are in notably short supply.
Candid as ever, Yugiri, and correct, I concede. Fortunately, I have an idea. 'Tis plain no single nation can stand against the might of the Empire. And it was only with the aid of others that Dorma succeeded in winning her freedom. So, I mean to take a leaf out of our Eorzean friends' book and form an alliance of our own.
With the step?
In addition to those with whom we already share an understanding, I would reach out to Hingashi and Suinosato, and further afield to the myriad peoples of Nangsha and Dalmasca.
Hingashi is Kugane. Suinosato.
I am under no illusion. Not all will answer the call. Yet disparate though we may be, we are united in our desire for freedom. If our neighbors could be made to see what is at stake, Ascian machinations and all, cooperation need not be so far-fetched a notion.
It may even seem practical. Under the guidance of our former leader, Master Louis Soir, we once strove to unite the fractious city-states of Eorzea. I dare say that experience shall be of use in your endeavor.
We should be glad of your wisdom.
For the record, I would have been in favor of this plan even if it hadn't been my grandfather's, but I have to ask, how will we secure the time to carry it out? Not that anyone has forgotten, but the Garleans have airships. Lots and lots of airships. Should they catch wind of our plan, they could send an armada to overwhelm us before our alliance had even begun to take shape.
Not if we deny them access to the skies. During our time in the Burn, the Warrior of Light and I chanced upon some Allagan ruins.
Oh?
As such ruins go, they were not particularly unusual. But something about the surrounding land struck me as odd. Faint though it was, its ethereal residue was uncannily similar to that of Azizlar. Identical, in fact. For locations so far removed to share a single etheric signature is all but impossible. I conclude, therefore, that the Allagans created the floating continent with land taken from the Burn.
While that is a most intriguing theory, I fail to see what relevance it has to Dorma's defense.
Azizlar was enclosed in a powerful energy barrier, impenetrable even to an Agrius-class battleship. It occurred to me that those ruins may have enjoyed similar protection. I have no proof, but the Warrior of Light did report seeing a structure resembling other known Allagan field generators.
All right. But even if we could put up such an energy barrier, it surely wouldn't extend beyond the limits of the Burn. So what's to stop the Garleans flying around it?
Fuel. The Dalmascan capital, Rabanasta, was a key Imperial refueling point in the east. By laying waste to it as a lesson to the rest, the Empire greatly hindered its own operations in the region. If an Imperial fleet were to advance upon Dorma, it would now have little choice but to travel, as the crow flies, over the Burn.
I see.
A word of caution. Even assuming the generator still functions, raising a barrier of such a scale will require a prodigious amount of energy. And few places are so bereft of suitable crystals as...
A source of energy. Tell me, did the Allagans make a habit of launching things into the sky?
Curious question. Besides Azizlar, I know of only one other notable instance. The Red Moon Dalamud, whose fall triggered the calamity.
Just the two occasions, you say? Then I believe I may have a solution to our energy problem.
You do?
I may. To find out for sure, we would need to visit the Azim Steppe. which would, I now see, present the perfect opportunity to discuss an alliance with the Zayla tribes. How very neat. What say you then? Shall we see whether this road leads?
The step I figured would be the first. We'd formed a very brief alliance with them to take back Alamigo and Doma, but now we'll need them again. It is settled then. I will journey to the Azim Steppe with the Scions. Yugiri and Hakuro, I leave our other neighbors to you. My apologies, but I won't be joining you. I am no etherologist, and what skills I do possess are unlikely to be of any great use to the mission, but more importantly, it seems to me that the ruins in the burn warrant attention. And so, while you are away securing an energy source, I will engage our friends at Garland Ironworks to undertake a complete overhaul of the field generators. We'll need them in good working order if our plan is to succeed. I trust there are no objections. Have care on the steppe. From what I hear, the Zayla like fighting with friends almost as much as foes. Good luck. Just the three of us then? Very well. Shall we make first for a reunion? Oops. There we go. Money. Dun, 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 dun. I should really be using some of these stones, but I kind of want to wait. Until, like, you know, I have my final gear sets. I feel like it would be more useful. Mender. Oh well. So this is the Azim Steppe. The tales do not do it justice. If you think the view is impressive here, wait until we reach the higher ground. Actually, seeing as it's your first visit, permit me to show you to my favorite spot. Up there, on the hill. True, it's where we found him.
I will never tire of this vista. The endless fields, the boundless skies. 'Tis a sight to make a man forget his cares.
But not his purpose, I trust. Might this be a fitting moment to tell us what we are doing here?
Of course. During my time with the mole, I learned some few myths of this land. One goes thus. In the distant past, when all seemed doomed, a wayfaring soul came unto the steppe. Venturing into the northern crag, he received of Nama a sliver of her essence, a shard of the shining moon, and with it clove the tainted land from the earth. The end thus averted. To these fields did the wayfaring soul return, and venturing once more into the northern crag, he buried the shard, and made unto the heavens an offering of blood.
An offering of blood.
A tainted land cloven from the earth, and an offering of blood to the heavens. Azizlar and Dalamud.
That was my thinking, yes.
And you believe that yonder mountains hide an artifact possessed of sufficient power to raise Azizlar up to the heavens? I suppose that might suffice.
Worth a closer look, would you say?
I would.
From here, we shall travel to Mol Ilo. There we may ask Serena about the particulars of the myth, and raise the matter of an alliance with the rulers of the steppe. I think I could fly here. Yes, okay. Serena. Ian, Chrysola, I'm glad of your visit and the opportunity to welcome a new friend. How may we serve you? There is a matter I would discuss with the mole. It concerns not only the people of the steppe, but of every land in the Far East. A shard of the shining moon left behind by a wayfaring soul. And you need this to protect our lands. I do. My friends and I wish to find the shard and ascertain the extent of its power. Will you tell me more of the place where it lies buried? This northern crag? If that is your wish, in the mountains to the north, there is a cavern called the House of the Crooked Coin. Inside this cavern are pillars of stone that legend holds to be the source of Nama's power. There, I believe, you will find what you seek. Ah, yes, I know the place. 'Tis a brisk walk from here. And what are your thoughts on the alliance? Should the Empire return, our lands will be engulfed in storm of conflict, whether we will it or no. If we do not stand together, we will fall apart. This I believe with all my heart. However, among the tribes of the steppe, there are those who revere Nama above all else. To them, the pillars are sacred, and not to be disturbed. Should you proceed as you propose, such tribes would like to spur an alliance, prompting others to follow their example. That is my concern. But it is by no means certain that the pillars will provide the power you seek. Ere we risk the ire of the followers of Nama, might you not first visit the House of the Crooked Coin? If all is you hope, you may then consider how best to earn their blessing. I thank you for your counsel. We will do as you suggest. I have no desire to give offense to those with whom I would join hands. Thank you for your understanding. Though the mole may reign over the steppe today, this decision will shape the days to come, and we would not force others into war against their will. nor we. 100-fold stronger are they who chose to fight of their own accord. It seems the time has come to put my skills to use. Pray lead the way to the House of the Crooked Coin. Crooked Coin. Looks like a dungeon. Interesting.
Such an abundance of ether.
Are we in luck?
We are. This is an Allegan artifact, most likely built to regulate the flow of ether. I strongly suspect the ancients used it to stem the flow from here to the burn. That would explain how they were able to untether what became Azys La from its surroundings. But were we to throw open the floodgates, the resultant deluge would surely be sufficient to raise our wall.
What is it?
While the device itself harbors a surfeit of ether, the opposite is true of the surrounding area. An effect of regulation, perhaps. A similar phenomenon seemed to be occurring in Doma. Whatever the explanation, the answer will not reveal itself here. We have seen what we needed to see. Let us return to Mol Ilo.
Interesting. Not quite sure what she means by that. That ether is abundant within the crystal, but not the surrounding area. Like it's not used. It's not what is it? What's the word? No range, I guess. It's powerful within itself, but not anywhere else. You found that which you seek, then. Great indeed is the Dusk Mother's power. If naught else will suffice to protect our lands, the blessing of the other tribes must now be sought. Of course, but to which tribes should we appeal? There are many who worship Nama, but none are so fervent in their faith as the Dothal. Their consent shall be the key. The Dothal, we spoke of them, a warlike tribe possessed of a unique custom and beliefs. I sense their cooperation will not be easily won. Nay, but it will be well worth the effort. The Dothal fear nothing, death least of all, and our alliance would be greatly strengthened by their presence. Let us go to Dothal Ha. I don't remember if they pronounce the K's or not. And treat with their Hatun, Sadhu. Sadhu did not like me whatsoever last time. gonna say, I did not tune there yet, did I? Doro Elo. I don't even know if I can. Maybe that's where I'm going next. Before I go, I'm gonna just fly to the unexplored places. Does that lynx have giant boobs? Oh wait, never mind, that's not a lynx. I'm stupid. Maintenance of all worlds will begin shortly. Previous announced maintenance start time. Okay, so probably at 10 o'clock. I wonder how long the maintenance will be. Well, I'll definitely end it before that. You again. Other matters demand our time, Hagan. Unless it is a battle you seek. Alas, not. Quite the opposite, in fact. Talking, always talking. You say the pillars hold great power. Of course they do. They are the source of Nama's strength. To the Dothal, no place is more sacred. And we will make ash of any who would defile it, though I see that is not your wish. You see the wisdom of our proposition, then. You will join hands with us. I said nothing of joining hands. You wish to wield Nama's power to defend these lands, and this I will allow. But for leaving the steppe to fight the men in iron, I would have something in return. Namely, battle with you, Hagan. The Nadam ended ere it began. I would face you again, alone, without distraction. Defeat me, prove yourself the stronger, and you shall have the Dothal as your allies. Oops. Surely these are agreeable terms. Well, this is not wholly unexpected turn of events, though I had assumed I would be the one to require to fight. Alas, the Hatun has made her choice. Shall we dance? I'd rather not. You say, so you say, but the fire in your eyes tells another tale. You want this as much as I do. Ah, already my soul burns brighter. Prepare yourself, Hagan, and wait me outside the car. I will gather my witnesses and join you in on. My guy's like, I have no fire in my eyes whatsoever, but alright, I have to do this. Well, I'm gonna end it here, because I think there's a maintenance in like 5 minutes, so yeah. Perfect timing anyway. Blaze down. Dun.